Welcome to the Vexxed Uncensored podcast hosted by me, Saint, and Mo Vader. You'll be listening to us dive into taboo topics, celebrity news, discussing what's got us so vexed this week. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to your favourite podcasts. Now let's get into the show.
Vexxed Uncensored presents Saint Remastered. The album features 11 Dolby restored tracks, written from 2011 to 2021 by Saint. It boasts an R&B pop sound with multi-octave vocals. Listen everywhere now.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored podcast with me, Saint.
And me, Mo Vader.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing so much better. The bounce back is good. You know, I got a bit of pep in my step.
The revival.
Yeah, I don't feel like a zombie.
Like a slug.
Yeah. Ooh.
Slug on a lettuce.
That Ovid is horrible.
Yeah, it's a bitch. Really is a bitch. But
vindictive, a spiteful
Cruel.
bitch.
Cruel as fuck.
A proper slag.
So true. Yeah. But yeah, man, let's jump into some topics.
Should we jump straight in or tease them a bit? Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's when you're awake, but you're not awake, but you're awake because you've been awake. Do you know what I mean? So you ain't got sleep yet. If you ain't gone sleep yet, guys, and whenever you're listening to this and yeah, what have you been up to and you ain't gone sleep yet, then you can feel the pain.
Here at Vexxed Uncensored, we like to ride out the twilight zone.
Yes, keep going, you know. But yeah, it's meant to be super, super hot super soon.
Yeah,
we
Tuesday,
keep saying
Monday,
that every
Tuesday,
week because
Monday,
they
Tuesday.
keep... Yeah.
38, 39, 40 odd
Oh,
degrees.
my day, it's like hotter than LA or something.
I don't mind because I'm in my element when the weather's sunny and hot because, you know, I like to scope out the ladies.
It's good to be outside when the sun's out. That's what I gotta say.
Sun's out, tits out.
The sun's out, tits out. Get it all out for the lads.
Yeah. Well, sir, I guess we're caught up.
Yeah, you go first.
I'm gonna dive in. I'm getting one of these little slim slips. Okay, going straight in. Right. Mo Farah has recently informed the world that he was trafficked into the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Now, I personally did not come across this story. I haven't had any read of it. I didn't watch any videos. Please.
I can't remember the country he's from. I don't want to say Somalia because it might not be. I don't want to say Ethiopia because it might not be, but it could be around those, you know.
In the eastern...
In the eastern, part of Africa. No. And he is a gold medal runner.
Yeah.
And he has now got pride not only for Britain, but the country he's from or whatever. And he's made a lot of money. He's on every advert, like has been for years and years and years. But yeah, he said he was trafficked into the country when he was a kid because it was war in his country and...
Somalia.
What they'll do is...
he's from Somalia.
Oh, he's Somalian. So what they'll do is they'll traffic you. So whether that's you start off as an orphan or your parents were killed or something happened, and in order to get to where you're going, a family member could even give you to a trafficker, either because they've paid their way for you, don't know if you can trust them or not, what they're going to do with you on the other side, or they're taking you over to like sell you for sex or to sell drugs or to be a grunt man for some sort of underbelly mob boss.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a very varied kind of thing. He hasn't gone too much in. I need to read it, but he's only bringing this up recently. I think this is a new revelation. You know, these celebrities be putting out books like
left, right, and center, and then
10 life stories, and then all of a sudden, I've got something that I've never told you guys. You know what I mean? It's like convenient.
You've always got to keep one in the chamber. I'm sure there's going to be more to follow. So keep an eye out for that update.
Yeah.
He was trafficked. Do you know what? There's another topic.
Yeah.
regarding trafficking. Should we?
Yes, we can
go
skip.
straight in?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Mrs. Ellis left the United Kingdom pregnant, went on holiday to sunny Jamaica,
Jamaica,
and gave birth whilst out in Jamaica. And
warm weather.
yeah, dislodged them waters, man. Splash. And upon return, customs, they said no.
They said not today.
They said that baby's not a British citizen.
They said that's a Jamaican child.
That's a Jamaican child.
And will not
needs a visa.
Yeah.
And
paperwork, please.
Yeah, obviously, I think they've cleared everything up now.
Yeah.
I don't know
only
how.
After the backlash, I will say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big backlash. I honestly didn't think they were too strict about this. Like, clearly they are now. I don't think it's always been like, oh yeah, you can have a baby, go away pregnant, have a baby and spring it to the country. I don't think it's like that, but I think if that happens, there's a process, there's paperwork, the child comes back with the mother. Simple. We were talking before, there could be a reason why they do this. I'm not sure.
Human trafficking, the risk of human trafficking. She could have bought that child. Could be any untold
Child
amount
swap.
of reason.
I don't know.
I mean, you know right now the system. You know how the system is. We all live in farms. We got to have our paperwork right.
Yeah.
Best practice, a citizen's practice, would be to present to the British Embassy with your child and get a birth certificate issued out there. Yeah. And then you and your child.
And this
come
is
back
the thing.
on
Jamaica is like Commonwealth country, so the Jamaican government is the British government. It's not like there's two motherfuckers. They all work for the same. I was gonna say the B word, call it the B word, but
not my
worse.
Not my
this podcast, but I'll call it worse in private.
Not my Quen. That's
but they all work for the same Quen. So
my Quen.
I don't understand that whole red tape. I think it's really stupid. Like, that just goes to show that they have distrust, altogether. But again, back in the day, I really don't think it was a big deal. Where now, because it's so, oh wow, the world's so heightened on everything. It's like this child that she's clearly given birth to. They can blood test it and everything. Like, what do you want? What do you need?
Oh God, you just touched on another topic that's been arranged. You can't trust blood tests.
Oh right. Yeah. You can't trust anything. You really can't. Like,
I think at the most, it's just paternity and maternity tests where it's like a bit more than just speculation and chance.
Right.
But we'll touch on that.
We'll touch
on that at a later date. Personally, me probably have a negativity bias to it, but
it's like that's what I'm thinking. Dual nationality. Because it's a Commonwealth country as well. Like, what's the problem? Just give the child Jamaican passport and British, because hello,
we're
not even in the EU no more, so it's not even like that either. So it's like
that's actually a perfect example of the political climate.
Yeah,
Brexit made it clear and evident. People who are
they're trying to send Jamaicans home right now, aren't they?
Yeah,
so they're not trying to let a newborn one in, apparently.
And I think they actually did. They cancelled some deportations, but the ones that actually went through, I don't think they reversed them.
No,
I mean, I'm not aware of them having reversed any of the Windrush.
And it's so funny. Like, any of them people now can just pay for a flight back to the UK. I'm sure they got enough money now. Like, we're not talking about. We're not in the Windrush era now, innit? So it's like any of them can just say, okay, well, I'll come as a visitor. Yeah. Stay for my on my term that Jamaica allows to stay in Britain, because they do feel like connected intercontinentally.
I think it's 3 to 6 months.
You get it standard. Like, you don't have to worry, and then apply for stay, and there you go. So it's really stupid. They just want you to be coming here as like either somebody who has money in the bank or someone who has a job. Like, they just want to see as a refugee or someone. They call you a refugee even though you've been here 30 years and you're like old now. Do you know what I mean?
We have to be careful.
40, 50, 60 years actually. And they consider them refugees still, and it's like they've had grandkids.
We have to be careful with those labelling words, because refugee, asylum seeker, and migrant are three things that just get clumped together, but they're very, very different in terms of the status.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an alien.
I don't think there's a country on the planet that I would beg to be a part of. Like, I'm not begging. Do you know what I mean? That would be like, oh, I really want to be this citizen.
I'll tell you what country I don't want to go near, but I know I have to. I have to do the trip someday.
Yeah.
It is the United States.
Oh, that, yeah, standard. But cause of how it is there, I'm worried about ever like living there for a longer period of time. Like, it's crazy out this.
I will never live there.
That's the thing. It's like you
Never.
can visit, I guess, back and forth, but like, I don't know.
Even if I visit, I'm putting a cap on 10 days.
Yeah.
10 days. I'm not willing to take that kind of gamble.
Yeah.
I'm not a gambling man. If I gamble, I like to gamble to win.
Yeah.
And the US is too much of a wild card.
If I go there, I'm probably gonna want to live there. That's the thing. It's just the UK on crack, like.
Imagine.
And career-wise or whatever I do, like, it just suited. But it's just not.
Imagine, like, actually imagine that every
and
exchange.
I could just leave every time. Like, say they get a really terrible president, could just like leave. But
No,
they can't.
No, but they're thoroughbred. They are built for that.
Don't
shit.
have to vote. Don't have to do that. Just be like a British expat.
Imagine, fuck that.
Go and do the standardized test and
Every exchange, every conversation, every exchange could lead to a bullet in the wig.
yeah.
Nah, man.
That's America for you.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like a good old punch up.
Yeah.
Let's have a punch up, hug it out, and get on with our lives.
Like, shoot to kill. Kill. So,
Tango. You just said.
but guess what? Well, this is the thing. As someone who is an American living there, would you were to carry a gun? Doubt it. So, I'd have to live in a place where their laws are a bit stricter on guns. A state where it's just a bit more chill.
Yeah, no, that don't help.
Because I would need one.
That don't help. Because
I would want one.
Even New York's got a bit tighter gun laws.
Yeah, concealed and all that.
Yeah, but people still running around shooting each other.
Oh, for sure. But you just don't go to them hood rat areas. Same as in London. Same as in England. You just don't go there.
Rest his soul. FBG Duck was murdered in an
I don't know who that is.
It's Chicago drill rapper.
Okay.
Now, fair enough, he was set up, but
right.
they took the war to basically the Bond Street equivalent of the shopping district where all the high fashion is,
right?
Where where the Oimbo people go and do their
so
shopping.
When you're playing Tekken, you just switch out the background to another another level.
Yeah, it's like that's not supposed to happen in those areas, and there you go.
But I mean, why not? It happens everywhere else.
Yeah, too much.
And then shooting.
Oh my god! And all the school shootings and all of that. Come on, that's crazy.
That's insane. They are just. I don't know how they live with each other and themselves.
Yeah, and then the insanity.
Sorry, Americans, you're like a top listeners as well, but I'm sure you love it. You listen for a reason.
Imagine the insanity of justifying the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
When prepubescent children, and I'm going to use the word prepubescent.
Yeah.
Getting used as target practice.
Yeah, for some nut job.
Yeah. And then what? They just put them in prison for life?
It was always like some nerdy geek, by the way. It's always like some weird withdrawal,
Yeah, he got bullied. They're the bullied kids, and they snap, and they're like, all right, I'm going to cause as much pain and chaos that has been caused onto me.
Wow.
Because it's a long road. You see all the bullying, the harassment, they get their head flashed,
I know, you do what every black person does. You raise your chin to the sky.
You're like, ooh.
You put on. You don't have a temper tantrum with an AK-47 in an infant school.
Yeah.
Like,
Imagine spending your pocket money to buy a red dot AR-15 with extended magazines, tactical belt.
Yeah.
And then you go in hot. Like, hey.
Oh my God. And all the underbelly crime is so easy to buy a gun on the street, I bet.
Oh, it must be, of course.
I bet.
Of course. Serial
Go
number
looking for
scratched
some
off.
weed and end up being offered like, do you know what I mean, at the back of a boot. Fuck no, it's Batman's artillery or something.
Imagine the weed's $80, but the gun is 40.
Gun's 40 because it's hot. It's hot. They're like, give it a couple of days before you use it.
I don't know, officer. It must have been the man that had it before me.
Yeah, it weren't me. Those ain't my prints. But we're gonna move on to the next topic. Okay, it's about to go downhill.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, Hunter Biden. We've got a hotel room video / crack and cocaine prosy.
Yes, I wrote these out this week,
Right.
and it's hieroglyphics, as you know. I'm riding the Twilight Zone. So, dear old Hunter Biden, bless him. He's got a habit.
May he burn in hell.
He's got a habit. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, and
yeah, human abuse is a hell of a drug to him, apparently.
yeah. Well, you know the whole thing with self-destructive cycles and whatnot.
And money on white folks.
Yeah, 21 grams of crack cocaine weighed up on a scale, and Hunter Biden begging a prostitute not to leave because he's getting the 10k fee together. Telling you, it's on World Star. It's out there. You guys go have a look. There's like two or three different videos.
So I'm guessing things have started to leak then.
Yeah.
Of him. Well, that's not a good. I don't want to say not a good sign. That's a good sign. All right, let me just break it down right. Yeah. So everyone. So this is Hunter Biden. This is
Joe
the
Biden.
current president's son,
Yeah.
and he's known to be despicable. Known to be despicable as a person. But what's more despicable is behind the scenes. So there's plenty of people, well-to-do people in the government, like officials. There's people who are lawyers, have spoken on camera, on tape, said they've seen stuff from a particular laptop of his that you would spend hours over the bin vomiting if you saw. Everything from being over in China, doing things with the CCP, trafficking humans, abusing them on camera, things to children, things to Epstein links, to this, to that, to Clinton, and it's dark and deep, and it's one of those things. So when you research, you just wish you didn't, honestly.
Yeah.
But I heard last year about the Chinese leaking or threatening to leak things on him.
Oh, right.
Off of the pure fact that you're despicable, disgusting. They weren't even saying they had, oh, you did us this so sort of dirty, other than they've seen the videotapes, they know what's in them. And a lot of people, they said there was Chinese people in there, and they're just, so I think that's where that's come from.
I'm always careful when these topics come up because
yeah, I'm not going to go into, I do know some particulars, so I'm not going to talk about.
Yeah, and then as well, you got the detractors that will listen and will say, "Oh, you can't say violence upon these aggressors," and then
hey, I can say what I want to an extent.
It's true, It's true. Detractors, we ain't got shit. You can't cancel what can't be cancelled.
Right.
So, yeah, if
go cancel him. How about that? Go cancel that slime bag.
Yeah, man. Get Sleepy Joe to do something about his son.
Everyone's like, what is wrong with him? And I'm like, you're asking now.
It's ironic because the clip that I watched, it started with Joe Biden holding up I think it's a nickel, 25 cents.
Right.
And saying, we have passed the law, a quarter, that's it. We have passed the law 7 grams. I'm joking. I'm joking. We passed the law saying that any individual found with this quantity or more of crack cocaine will get automatic 5 years. Your son is on videotape with 21 grams of crack cocaine on a scale. The blue backlight of the scale is clearly showing how much crack there is on that.
Right.
And where's his jail time?
This is what they do. They almost do the crime and then they come and when they're politicians and make laws that are exact opposite of what they do. They want to do it. They want to make laws that they break behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They get some sort of enjoyment out. Well, I guess everyone does. But there's certain ones you do the fuck. You got to be truly evil.
Well, I mean, after all, laws and regulations are for the plebs.
Yeah. Well, that's what they think. Certainly, they are just definitely this is one rule for you guys, and we do what we want behind the scenes. It's funny how all these things on the internet, things go back and forth in courts. It's talked about. There's obviously things going on. When's someone just gonna throw these motherfuckers in jail? Like, just in jail. I know that there's people with security clearances who have seen shit. They must have. They've had to investigate shit.
Of course.
FBI, all of them have had to see shit. Like, so what then? Like, how much needs to be done? Do you know what I mean? How much worse does it have to get?
I don't know if I heard this somewhere and I'm regurgitating, or if it's just my thoughts on the matter.
Yeah. It's too big.
There's too much.
Yeah, it's too big.
There's too much. Yeah. It's too big. There's too many people
too high
involved.
profile.
It's basically like, you know what? Status quo.
Yeah.
Maintain and try to get the smallest crumbs of change in society as you can. But society's sick in itself as well. Yeah,
for sure. And it's for sure like, if you had a secret about someone down the road, no one would care. But if you had a secret about Jennifer Lopez or something, then everyone would care. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They want to know that, don't they? But then you're more scared to say it. If it's someone down the street who, like, whatever I use, just say it. But because it's this is just a random, I'm not even being shady, I'm just saying Jennifer Lopez randomly. If I knew something about her, I'd think twice, a million times before saying it, because it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to be as vague as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I'm aware of an individual who, in their childhood, was a victim of atrocities. Now in their adulthood, the suspicions and current events point towards this individual now being a perpetrator, an aggressor. And there's been no
action, or
there's been no allegation to be investigated, but all of the red flags are there. Oh, no. The system as it is currently is not designed to take preventative measures. It's always,
and this is the kind of crime that needs it.
Yeah. Yeah. But we get into, this is where those corduroy wearing gentlemen will begin their philosophy lectures and say, well, until a crime has been committed,
sit on the edge of an armchair.
Yeah. They'll say, well, you can have those thoughts.
Yeah.
You can the evidence says that you can act on it.
Yeah.
And you'll only really face retribution if and when an allegation is made, police investigate, or whatever may bring any acts to light.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's the world we live in.
Yeah.
I say jungle justice, drag him through the streets.
I mean, I honestly don't know. I'm not in disagreement with that at all.
Dump him in the tire and let's have a barbecue.
What is the appropriate punishment? No one's ever been able to like come down into agreement on what the appropriate punishment would be. I know what it is. For without being monstrous,
for $1 million. No, fuck that. For £1 million every year, I will tour the world.
Killing pedos.
I didn't say that.
Oh, no questions asked.
Retribution.
I am justice.
Yes. Yeah.
I am spawn.
And I'll be real creative with it. I'll be real creative.
Yeah. Look, put it this way: back in the Wild West, whoever wanted you would pay someone to come get you.
That's right.
Come snatch it up.
Gridiron gang.
And no one ain't saying nothing about it unless you got someone to stop them. So
it's true.
Maybe we need a bit more of that these days, and less of these wrongdoers telling us to do while doing wrong.
Yeah.
And so forth.
That is true indeed. On the topic, it doesn't even seem like we've left this conversation, but Tim Westwood.
Oh yeah.
Tim Westwood's in hot water. He was in fact, Tim Westwood has consistently and constantly been in hot water.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to, I'm just going to call a spade, when it comes to these black women.
Yeah.
He's abusing black women left, right and centre.
Yes, he is.
And it seems like because it's black women, no one cares.
Amen. People just like not paying attention.
Yeah. But he's been doing this since what? the 80s, the 90s.
I want to say 70s, 80s.
Yeah, because he started off in the 60s, 70s.
I want to say he was born
DJ.
like 50s, 60s.
Yeah, I remember watching something about him where he would say, back in the day, we used to run around with CDs and anyone that would...
Where is that? Where is he from anyway?
East End.
But what is that accent? I've never been able to understand what the fuck that even is. Like the fuck, no one speaks like that in England, and definitely not wherever you just named.
It's thingy. It's mutton dressed as lamb.
I don't know what, and it's like get it right at least if you're gonna carry that 24/7 and be like a whole jigaboo out here.
It's his gimmick.
It happens all the time. Can't even be mad. Can't even be mad.
What's
Jack Harlow, like age, you know what I mean? Like they're not even like Eminem standard level talented. It's just the cringiest, corniest thing you can think of.
He has consistently maintained that persona for long enough that people were like, well, there's an opportunity and he's a gatekeeper. He's basically the black community's gatekeeper to access and exposure.
It might have been BBC One Extra, but then they still BBC.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? Might play urban rap and R&B, but you know what? It's still the BBC.
The BBC love their funding, allegedly.
Yeah. And I saw something coming with this weirdo because I've always been like, what is wrong with him? Yeah. And what is wrong with everyone else? Like, not seeing what's wrong with him and why is he so successful and why is this a thing?
But he's the same. Well, let me not say he's the same class or year group.
Yeah.
But at one point or another, he did mingle with the best of them. So the old Jim will fix it, Jimmy Savile, all the other pedos at the BBC from those days, he would have rubbed shoulders with them.
Well, I think the youngest victim that they're naming at the moment was 14 at the time.
14 at the time,
yeah. And he was must have been in his 20s or something. He's been working there for like a long time. Just the same old shit. Like, I'm just glad it's coming out, but this whole shock thing that everyone's acting shocked over Tim Westwood, it's not shocking.
It's not because the thing is that within the scene, it's an open known secret. It's like everyone knows. Tim likes his black girls. You know, they're from disadvantaged backgrounds. He's doing them a favor. Like, he's actually doing them a favor. So
that's the way they want to see it. So I mean, depends, I guess.
It's the way that it's spun, and it's the mindset. It's the mindset of a predator is that it is the victim's fault. Again, okay, fuck it, I'm going in now. Again, the particular individual spoken of earlier has had repetitive incidents where they have taken advantage of another person, another vulnerable adult. Each and every time, accountability is evaded, deflected, and distracted away from. The individual in question had sent an image of their genitalia to another vulnerable adult, and the defense given was, contact details were given to me. So in the rationing, it's, you've given me your contact details. Now that I have this, I can do as I please with it.
Wow, okay.
And
see what I get you.
Yeah, they steered the conversation in that direction, and then boom, dick pic.
Pot goes weasel.
Yeah. And when challenged and questioned about it, it's, oh no, I didn't do anything wrong. This is what I do. I'm known for doing this.
Well, then
so
oh wow, okay. And he's like, look, I'm known.
Yeah. Literally, if you don't observe or establish boundaries, check my resume.
Check my fucking resume.
Oh my god, we're joking. Fuck that. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Don't take shit serious. This is not good.
Right. We got Nicki Minaj pushing a fan.
Yeah. Push the little bitch.
Shit away.
Get the fuck out my way.
And like, I guess, palm pushed her in the back of the back, and the girl went, and jumped forward.
She was so excited.
I know.
She was like, I caught that on camera. Oh my God.
She was like gassed.
Yeah, it's that money.
Nicki Minaj was so funny because she was pushing people who weren't even near her. She was just pushing bitches out of the way for no reason. I was like, wow. Okay.
Why did she even set up a meet and greet when she don't like people?
Why are you outside like that? Like, you don't have to be. Do you see how Rihanna was just up the road the other day? Like, literally, you don't have to. No, how did she even get in the barber shop? No one even knows, because guess what? Security was like,
yeah. How
did she get out? No one knows.
Just
it's just done.
Hood up.
Do you know what I mean?
Hood up,
Nicki
change your
Minaj
hoodie,
is out
slip
there
up.
on purpose. She did that on purpose.
Yeah, man. But we spoke about her and Mr. Petty last week. They do what they want when they want, however they want.
And she's been on like distraction mode, I feel like, using herself as like a clown to and it's entertaining.
That's aiding and abetting. You are lying. You're putting yourself in the crosshairs for some felonies.
She's one of them. But people saying because Cardi like Mike bucked a fan repeatedly last week at Wireless that Nicki was like, well, this bitch can't be in ends, knocking bitches down with microphones, and I'm out here just standing here like meet and greeting. She said, bitch, take these hands.
She said, no, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm teach you little British niggas. Nah, I'm going too far. I'm going too far.
She didn't say that.
She didn't.
She probably did.
She didn't, but apparently, right?
Yeah.
Someone's got good pussy.
Oh, yeah. I just heard of this.
Yeah. In the words of Orlando Brown. And we all know Orlando Brown's the truth. Yeah. Say what you may about his drug habit.
Yeah, whatever that is.
If it is a drug habit,
maybe it's just mental health, but
it might be.
I think it's drugs. But yeah, everyone knows that's a Raven. Eddie from That's a Raven.
Yeah, he states Bow Wow's got good pussy, and Bow Wow should own up to having that good pussy.
And he doesn't mean Bow Wow's got girls who are good at sex. He means Bow Wow himself
is in possession of some good pussy.
Right. That's what he means.
But you know what? We're making all this laughter and all these jokes, right?
Yeah.
But with the theme and the topics that have been discussed, Bow Wow was a child exposed in very adult environments.
Yeah.
For the most part, before the height of the internet.
Well, yeah, because why were we in primary school and hearing things about Bow Wow?
Exactly.
Like, that's not normal, is it?
It's not.
And it weren't in the news that anything ever happened, but all we heard about was him in a baseball bat.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Where
did that come from?
Was he security guard or?
Yeah, he's security guard or something when he was, I want to say 14, 15.
Yeah. But
it could have been the cousin telling a cousin, the older aunt. Like, it could be one of them. You know how it gets. And then before you know it,
could have been a lie, could have been a breadcrumb.
I mean, we had a secondary school teacher who was chatting Missy Elliott's business. Was you in that class? Oh, I was that teacher.
What, Missy Elliott?
Miss Scott.
Oh.
No one knows what school we went to, so hush up yourself, woman. If you're
what was she saying?
She was saying that her and whether it's her lesbian partner or whatever were at some sort of lesbian round table and picnic something, and Missy Elliott was there.
Okay.
With someone, I guess, and it was like discussing. It was like a lesbian help group, and she was trying to say that she was there with her, and she was trying to say it in class one day, and everyone was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Do you know what I mean? And it's like, why? Anyway, but that's what she said when she was out in LA. Yeah.
I get my peaches out in Georgia. Oh, yeah.
We're in South East London. We don't need the internet to know anything, apparently.
Trust me, we got the gossip over here, man.
Yeah.
It's not even gossip, man. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Half the time, it's just about we don't even pick for them to be this bad. Like, we honestly don't. Half the time, it's just the news, the biggest news out there.
Do you know what? On another note, I used to get quite low thinking to myself, I know and I'm aware of some. I can't finish this sentence. I can't say that. I can't say it. No crimes against children. Nothing to do with that nature.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
But some events took place that had detrimental outcomes, and you kind of walk around knowing, like everyone's out scot-free, doing as they please, and
criminals
lives
asunder.
It's not nice. It's not nice. I don't like it. Do not like it. And it seems like the last topic we had is one that we had already touched on.
Okay.
Tiffany Ellis. So we've powered through them quite fast.
Nice.
Does anything come to mind right now you want to throw in?
No, I'm thinking of who's coming up in the next segment is what I'm thinking of right now. So in fact, we might as well just go and pay some bills.
All right, we're gonna pay some bills, and we'll be back with the infamous, the notorious, the Vexxed segment. This episode is sponsored by Anchor, a free creation tool that allows you to edit and record your podcast right from your phone or computer. Get your podcast into all your favorite podcast digital retailers. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Everything you need is in one place to create a podcast. Download the app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Here at Vexxed Uncensored, we strive to be our best selves, whatever that means for us. So we couldn't be happier to partner up with medical tourism company Pure Ada. They provide a variety of healthcare services, from everything including eye care, gastric band surgery, stem cell therapy, hair transplants, and a wide range of specialist treatments, all taken care of in the best clinics and hospitals Turkey has to offer. They have many insurance options to find the best fit for you, and to find out more, either contact us on social media or head over to pureada.co.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Mo Vader.
And me, Saint.
And we are now into the infamous, the unscrupulous, scandalous, the Vexxed segment of the show.
Yes, the bit where we go in on who we feel like going in, and we just vent our thoughts and feelings for the week. So we're going to jump into that now. Who wants to go? Well, do you know what? Actually, we decided to double team a topic today because it came up and I couldn't believe it.
Well, the infamous McDonald's video that has been circulating and has been the prime topic of conversation for the last 4 weeks. Yeah. It's a fake. The gentleman in the video was a paid actor. The person behind the camera, the woman behind the camera, orchestrated it. And there we go. Now,
this bitch.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of neutral in a way that, yeah, it was a great topic and a great little scandal to talk about and get a few little digs in. But personally, I didn't really give a shit too much. I just found the topic, as it's a topic close to what I'm experiencing, I could let a bit of my vim and animosity out. Right. And it was a good way for me. Well, it was a healthy way to vent in comparison to what my venting habits used to be. Yeah. I can understand and see how that will slap insult into someone who's a woman or a man that may be experiencing a breakup, experiencing so-called, and I do these so-called co-parenting because, frankly, current state of affairs, co-parenting in the Western world is not co-parenting. No. It's not even worth the title that it's given. Yeah. It's one parent does as they please, the other parent just
the majority of
just accepts it. You open your mouth too much, you're being a hater, you're being negative, you're a detractor. Yeah. So yeah, and you don't actually have you don't really have any weight or power or authority. The authority is cherry picked and handed if and when say the other parent feels that, oh, this particularly I might not be able to handle, so so and so is I'm gonna put that on your lap. You take that. Yeah. But then in comparison as well, things that one parent may want to do with their children, if the other, the main caregiver is what they refer to them as.
Primary,
the primary carer, primary caregiver. If that one says no, it's a no. So there's no co-parenting, there's no cooperation. It is literally
shared rights. That's it.
Even the shared rights.
Genetically, you can go to court and say that is my child genetically. I can fight for their rights. So it's either shared or you're fighting for percentage.
Yeah, he's gonna
of a child.
I'm gonna sound real negative and real broke right now, but it's my reality. Who's gonna piss away money taking someone to court?
Some people have to, I guess. But listen, this bitch. I don't know. I don't even know if this bitch has kids. So we're sitting here talking about this shit again, and we don't even know if this bitch even has kids. Okay, so this is why she's my vexed part, because this bitch could literally be sitting in a fucking squalor somewhere with nothing better to do but this. Like, this is her whole life.
Yeah,
she's like triggered tons of people. She started fights between who knows McDonald's, because people be like that, and that's why she did it like that, because people are like that. People care like that. Sorry, they just fight over shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I hope she can get to maybe start an academy. She got COVID.
I hope.
You hope she.
I hope
it's gonna get real grimy. I hope you get COVID. I hope your left eye goes lazy. I hope you stub your toe. Yeah,
she orchestrated it all.
That was convincing.
Yeah, and then she even come back on after talk about, this is my side of the story. So everyone's coming around to talk like, bitch, you think you're smart, and you know what? I'll give it to you. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like,
we should have known. You know why we should have known?
Why?
It took her almost exactly a week or like 9 days to respond.
Yeah, see.
She's
gonna end up on one of them murder programs, like when they're talking about, wives with knives, or
48 hours or 24 hours.
Some weird shit is gonna come up with her name in it, because you got to be like a sociopath at the end of the day. You got to be completely sick in the head, or have something wrong. Stolen attention. You stole the clout. You weren't even chasing that bitch. You stole it straight away. You stole the clout. For what? What are you getting off of this? Nothing.
Clout is a lot,
There's not even a clout behind this. This is like empty calories, empty clout. Because there's nothing but the word dummy written at the end of the rainbow.
Her follow account in her likes would have skyrocketed. Her comment sections would have blew
for sure,
up.
and it's all hate. And guess what? You deserve it.
So. No, I reckon it was a 50-50 split,
But she brought the attention, the good attention to herself. So take the bad as well.
She's lapping it up.
Eat it.
There's no differentiation between good attention
people like
and bad
that just
attention.
love it. Yeah.
Attention's attention. She's like, Gollum, my precious, feed me.
Yeah, I wonder who snitched. Did she snitch on herself, or did someone else snitch? There's no way she did. Maybe she did. She's a fool.
I didn't check. I did not check. I just saw that up and was like, wow.
Yeah. And you got people thinking black people like just I don't know, just doing the most all the time. And it's like, do you know what? This is what we talk about. We spoke about these kind of things on like 3-4 episodes ago.
Yeah. About
denigrating, like, come on, we just honestly, like, none of us are perfect, but this is like purposefully going out the way, picking a specific. She could have pretended she lived in like a hotel and was fighting with a rich white man and had an issue or a coincidence there. Instead, she had to be fighting on the doorstep, talking about, you only bought one Happy Meal.
Yeah.
With one McDonald's, I got 5 kids to feed and all this. It had to be some like real hardship story. But in your life, that's not the real story in your life, proving that that's not always true.
Plot twist, yeah. Plot twist, right? It's all fake. Cool. She now presents herself to the world.
Yeah.
And the situation is twice as bad.
Why?
It wasn't 4 kids. She's got 7. She's got 7. She's 33, and of the 7, two share a father, but that father's absence non-existent, and then all of the rest just I guess shotgun babies.
Yeah, unknown riders of that war tunnel.
I don't think that makes any real big difference, you know. It is what it is.
It just doesn't. That's the thing. Life is what it is. But what she's done is she just like.
You've got to admire
it.
A bitch. You've got to admire it.
Not really.
The spin, the PR spin. This is. I hope she gets an academy. I hope she gets an academy. I hope
she's not even going to be able to walk around her own neighborhood. That attention is still going to make her feel like a star. Like she's sick.
She still gets some dick.
She's going to walk around. Yeah, I got you guys. Yes, bitch. Yeah, and she's not going to get COVID.
She's good. She's.
I called that you catch COVID. How about that?
She might be a bit of a social pariah around the way, but give it a year or two.
Someone knows where she live.
Yeah, give it a year or two, a BBL or two, and she's good.
Oh, don't.
Everyone will forget.
With her big old motherfucking dry eyes, all blinking at the camera.
Like, am I convinced?
Yeah, like,
let me get my best angle.
I probably come back like, why are you guys beating me up? This is what I meant. No, he used to feed the kids, and it's like this whole thing as well. It's just like, you know what?
Do you know what?
It's fine.
with this, it made me think of someone. You know, it made me think of someone.
Right. yeah, someone we can't say their name, but.
Yeah, and it's not the obvious. Just in case you come across this.
Yeah.
Speaking about you.
Not talking about you.
You know, we good. Me and you, we good.
Yeah.
We good. You got what you want. I got what I want. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. And you, girl.
It's not.
We're talking about
someone else. That one. Yeah. That one. That you know, that one just like a candle in the night. Just and that's it.
Yeah.
Gone, disappeared.
Yeah.
God, I was thinking to myself.
Yeah, but
wow.
I was thinking, well, that's the only way they are gonna like really make it work one day somehow, because they just need to like lose their identity and make a new one.
Nah, that one's all too fucked. There's no coming back from that.
No, a country's a skip away. £40 ticket from EasyJet. They'll take you anywhere you want.
A whole new world.
No one says you have to come back, so.
Please don't strike us. Nah, that's that's crazy.
Yeah, but bun her because that was a joke. I'm gonna follow up. We're gonna follow up on this because she's got to do. She wants the attention. We'll see what else she does.
Yeah, I tell you,
one of us have to follow her or something.
I'll tell you what, my slight little addition in terms of Vexxed segment. My manager, the Ice Queen, has struck again. When I started working there, there was weekends where back to back I'll do 6 days a week with that workplace, and then go and hop over and do another 48 hours, just force them in there. That manager decided, it's not even decided, I had come to find out through gossip that too many promises were made to too many staff members. So who's the sacrificial lamb that's going to lose a large chunk of income for the sake of meeting these promises? Yours truly, it was me. So I go from, say, having triple digits, I can't say that legally on, okay, I go from having lots of shifts to not so much shifts.
Right. A big difference.
A big difference. And after 2 months of that, all of a sudden, now that there's 2 people that have gone on holiday, the manager's like, oh, I've been letting you off for 2 months, not having to work any weekends. What weekends are you available for? I said, I ain't available for no weekends no more. Give me my little pocket change you've been giving me for however long. I'ma do me, as I always do. I'ma make it through. And she basically said more or less, in these words, right, exact words, I'm going to have to reassess your shifts, which is to give me the heads up and say, You can't.
Yeah.
I'm taking you off of your weekday shifts. I'm giving you weekend shifts. If you don't turn up, you don't have a job.
Right.
And I've got to admit, I was pissed. I was so pissed. But fuck it. It's the world we live in, right?
Yeah.
0 hour contracts.
Yeah.
No holiday pay.
It's a chokehold.
No sick pay.
Yeah.
You're right.
I
It's
mean,
a chokehold.
if someone works for Amazon, they get fired by computers. They
Do
come
they?
in one day and be like, I'm sorry, you've not been working at maximum capacity, because their cameras scan everything, how fast you move in the box. It's all like teched up to the eyeballs. Their warehouses. They've got this thing that like everything's beeping, everything's sensing each other, counting it all, like like mad to think about. But if you don't do it, if you don't turn up, or your speed ain't right, or you drop the box, like whatever it is, the AI will just fire you one day, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a dual email and a text. You pull up on the shift, they've electronically locked the doors, you ain't getting in. Like, you've got no job. This is where it's heading. But in your case, they just feel like they can kind of bully you into doing what they want to fit their mistakes or their fuck ups or their cut corners or whatever holes they've like let bleed out, and then they're like, we need you to do this now, and you're like, I've got my own shit fucking going because you ain't provided.
If you believe that you may be a fit candidate, message me directly. I'll put the referral through. I'm sure they're hiring. There's a revolving door. The turnover's high.
Yes, if you studied, what is it, health and social care in school or something, then
come on.
Let Mo know.
I'll hook you up with some experience. You're lucky. You're lucky if you complete 6 months or more there. But you will learn. You will build experience, and you'll be able to continue on and be able to fight.
Hey, there's someone out there needs something.
Yeah, man. As one gone, one barn.
But no, that's us pretty much done for this week. Follow us at Vexxed Uncensored. Everywhere. We've got new shit coming. Trust me, it's coming. We keep saying it. But guess what? You work in silence and you drop bombs. That is what you do in 2022.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have a good week, everyone. Good weekend. Enjoy the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.